You know that tight feeling in your chest when someone says what you need to do. A second ago, you were willing, thinking of answering that message, starting that task, washing those dishes. In your head, you had already moved toward it. It felt calm, manageable, yours. Then a single pointed instruction lands, and everything changes. The same task suddenly feels heavy and irritating, as if it belongs to them, not you. You are not weird for feeling that. You are not childish. You are not broken. Your mind simply does not respond well to being pushed. It responds to choice, to space, to respect. In a world that loves telling people what to do, that can make you feel out of place, even though nothing is actually wrong with you. Psychology has a simple word for this: reactance. Reactance is what happens when your brain feels its freedom is being squeezed. When you feel pushed, a part of you quietly pushes back, not out of spite, but to reclaim what feels essential. For you, autonomy is not a small preference. It is closer to oxygen. When someone turns a choice into a demand, your mind reads it as a small threat to your sense of self. The resistance you feel is your system trying to put your hands back on the wheel, to restore the quiet certainty that you are the one steering. This pattern often has deeper roots. Maybe you grew up with people who controlled your time, your feelings, or your decisions. Maybe you learned early that following orders meant losing a piece of yourself, or that your own needs only mattered when someone else permitted them. Over time, your mind built a quiet rule: you are only safe when you decide for yourself. Even simple instructions can now light up that old alarm, turning willingness into reluctance. This part of you has a real purpose. It is not random stubbornness. Your resistance protects important qualities in you. It is what makes you think before you obey, instead of following blindly. You pause to check if something actually fits who you are. That pause is not defiance. It is self-respect. A moment where depth meets decision. It is also what keeps your motivation genuine. You work best when something feels chosen, not forced. Once you decide on your own, you can be deeply committed, focused, steady. You are not driven by external pressure. You are moved by an inner sense of alignment. Society often misreads this. It rewards people who comply quickly, who nod before they think. From the outside, your hesitation can look difficult, resistant, even lazy. But what you are really doing is testing for sincerity. Does this belong in my world, or is it just noise from someone else? That is not superiority. It is a different rhythm, slower to submit on the surface, but often more sincere and lasting underneath. Living this way carries its own quiet weight. The world runs on instructions, rules, expectations, workplaces, schools, relationships. They are full of should, must, and have to. For someone wired like you, this constant push can feel exhausting, like swimming against a current that never rests. You may withdraw when demands pile up, or delay not because you do not care, but because the pressure itself lands like a weight on your chest. Even things you truly want can turn hard the moment they become obligations. This creates a familiar confusion. If you wanted this, why are you stuck now? The answer is simple. Your mind reacts to how something is asked, not just what is asked. There is space here to notice this without judgment. Your exhaustion is not laziness. Your hesitation is not weakness. Your resistance shows your sense of self is finely tuned, protecting the quiet space where real choices happen. There is nothing inherently wrong with the way your mind responds to control. Different does not mean defective. A mind that guards its freedom so carefully is also capable of deep commitment, creativity, and integrity. It simply reaches those places through choice, not pressure. Maybe, for now, it is enough to see this clearly. Your resistance is not random rebellion, but a language your mind learned to stay whole in a world that often values obedience over understanding. If this put words to how you work inside, stay in this space. I'd tell you to subscribe, but you'll only do it if it feels right.